Once upon a time, there was a beautiful princess. She lived at the top room of the castle in the land of the woods. Her beauty was absolutely transcendent. The local villagers called her Princess Beauty. The locals cherished her, treating her as a goddess. The people of the village fell in love with her beauty. She was so well known that people from the neighboring villages worshipped her as well. However, not all people felt that way. There lived an evil witch on the other side of the woods who had a strong disdain for Sleeping Beauty. The witch hated that the townspeople were in love with Sleeping Beauty. The witch also hated the princess's beauty. She did not like how the people worshipped her. Out of anger, the witch makes a potion to change her appearance. She makes another potion to place the princess into a deep sleep for 1,000 years, only to be broken by the kiss of a prince. The witch injects the second potion into an apple, and she goes into town with her disguise. The witch then elusively walks through the town without being noticed. She sneaks into the princess's room at the top of the castle. Not knowing who the mysterious lady was, the princess takes the apple and eats it. The witch disappears, and the princess falls in deep sleep. That night, a handsome prince goes to the castle to win the princess's love. He tells his family he's going. He climbs to the top of the castle, and he finds her sleeping. He then breaks the glass in the window and tries to wake her up. However, when she doesn't wake up, the prince decides to kidnap the princess. He takes her out into the woods and decides to rape her. After the prince has had his way, he rides off, leaving the princess alone in the cold with nothing but a kiss. Since he kissed her, the next morning the princess awoke in panic. She did not know where she was. She notices her clothes are torn, and she has bruises and cuts on her body. The frightened princess calls the local policeman, and he decides to start an investigation. The first thing he does is assess the crime scene. He calls the local CSI department while the princess is taken to the hospital. The crime scene team discovers a knife where the princess was found. They also find broken glass from her window in the castle. The hospital finds fingerprints on the princess's body, as well as semen on her leg. All the information is sent to the CSI laboratory for forensic analysis. The report becomes well known, and the family of the prince are in disbelief. It could be the prince given the timeline. Later, the lab matches the fingerprints and the semen to the DNA of the prince. Once there was a confirmed match, the prince was arrested and thrown in the dungeon, where none of the townspeople could see him. The princess gained lots of support from the locals and surrounding villages. She continued to gain her confidence back and became one of the leaders of the philanthropic organization at the end.